Thagre dhagate te takita tinta tagin 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 day. Dha takadin te te ta dha takadin te ta dhagin. Thari kita takita din ta tak dari kita kukuta din ta takita din te ta dhagre te ta takita din ta kara takade dha dha na dhan te kadra te.
Well, well, well. Look who we have here. Many returning faces and energies. Many new, many who have come to the work through different confluences, different rivers. And that's the same reflected here in our 2024 Shanram Summer Intensive cohort. Yay, let's give them a big round of applause for their presence, their generosity. They have offered so much of themselves to the space, to this land, to each other, and have been deep in research around what it means to build solidarity movements together, what it means to move that with craft and place that craft and let that craft maybe change our bloodstream and and affect our hearts. So, would you take a moment to take a deep breath in and out, and we'll all ground ourselves in some questions that this group of wonderful people will be sharing with us in a moment. So this is a reading from Undrowned, Black Feminist Lessons from Marine Mammals by Alexis Pauline Gumbs. I think often about the consequences of colonialism within a threatened group. The cost of losing almost everything. The impact of military normalcy. The multiple violences we endure. What is the solidarity, evolutionary sistering, ancestral imperative called for in this moment where global colonial territories are in active refusal? What does it look like to be intolerant of colonialism? What life would spring up? What recovery is possible? I'm asking for a sister of mine, wherever she is now. 3 million years ago, she taught me something about us. I haven't forgotten. We deserve to be free. And so with that, we are going to ready ourselves and the space with our pranam, a land acknowledgement and a community gathering and presencing. If you want to participate with your bodies, you can from a seated or standing place. And here we go. We place a hand at our heart, and we find 6 steps to go around ourselves. We reach up to the sky, seen and unseen above. We exhale, reach low to the ground, seen and unseen below. We touch our hearts, and then we hold up this land. This land, Mini Shota Ma Koche. Would you repeat back? Mini Shota Ma Koche. We rise together. We place one foot, invoking love. We say, Zagi, Zagi, Zagi. Beautiful. We touch the ground and we say, Zagi Dwin. Zagi Dwin. And we rise. Mutual reciprocal love become part of that cycle. And the one foot, Midakuye Owasen. Midakuye Owasen. Thank you. So Midakuye Owasen being the Dakota greeting for hello relatives, we are all connected. Inhale. Exhale, find your beginning places. And here we go. Be ready. Notice what comes to you. Notice what resonates off of you. We'll be engaging in a Q&A afterward, and we'll really want to hear your thoughts. Thank you. let the weeping begin. Underneath the rumbling, crumble, cry, till you are turned inside out. Wash in the flood of their tears. Fall apart, fall open, shift, shatter, shake ourselves whole, be drenched, fly towards the sun. Takadimi, 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 karatakata. Takadimi, 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 karatakade, de, da. At the bottom, there is a love so complicated that it doesn't dissolve, and yet we can't digest it. At the bottom, who you were and what you were became a whale. I seek you at the bottom of myself and breathe you up out of my crown. At the bottom, my love is breathing, writhing path. My love is made from who you are. And so I stay, and so I leave you, and you return. Yes! Give it to yourselves, give it to each other. Yes. Q&A. Audience mic. Come this way, come this way. Okay. Yes. So, while these wonderful, incredible people are grabbing a sip of water, taking a deep breath, and you'll join us back in the space soonly, let's all take a moment and acknowledge with me, please, our wonderful sound artists. Tariq Abdelkader and Joe Strahan, thank you so much. They've been with us through the training process and then also, live accompanying us here. We also have, as you can see, 2 Zoom participants. Yay! So this is for you, Mita, yes, and Sade. They are joining us respectively. Mita, you are joining us respectively from the East Coast. I'm so sorry, I don't know this. From Detroit? Maikai, from Detroit. Yes, Detroit, Michigan. And Sade, you are joining us from where in Trinidad? In the chat, mayhaps. Trinidad Caribbean. Thank you, Sade. Yay! So it has been the process has been hybrid process, and Sade and Mita have been working intensively kind of together to build 2 mandala offerings, which was part of our research process, and then artists joining and also working together here live. So while they're still filtering back in, I wonder if we can start percolating ourselves here. What was a movement that you saw that really resonated with you? Maybe you want to try it out in your body. Did you see something that captured your heart or that sent something into your spine? Yeah, maybe? Ooh. Someone is ready to share.
that invisible rope pulling maneuver. You know, like you can like feel the energy, like you know, like you're pulling. That one, I like that one. That was
Yes, yes. The rope and the pulling of each other. Wonderful. Other things, other movement things. Yes.
The movement with the hand of holding space.
Holding space with the hand. And also I see a lot of this, navigating the space between. And then wonderful for all people engaging in the Q&A. Because we have a live stream going on simultaneously, we high-tech in here. The only way the live stream hears us is if we speak into the mic. Yeah, so it's not so much, I mean, yes, we can hear ourselves. It'd be nice to hear ourselves fully here, but we have to speak into the mic in order for the live stream to catch it. Wonderful. And additional movements that are capturing you and also maybe helping us think about what solidarity moves like between you and me, between you and I. Yes.
Thank you. In that vein, when the performers were seated on the ground, there is this movement that was like into one another, and it felt like there had just been this shared experience of like opening and shattering and lifting and falling again, and at the close of it, this movement was like, what's been opened in me is coalescing with you, and so something kind of larger is coming through, and that was really powerful.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that witnessing and that speaking back. Yes. Allowing for more thoughts if there are questions or things that are simmering for you. And then also artists, I have a question for you all initially to get it going. What in the discovery of running it today? Yeah, because I know that structurally what happened was we did a lot of this structure building yesterday. So they've been working through pieces and also researching little bits, but then the structure of it kind of fell into place yesterday. So today, running it together, finding that repetition, if there were any things that that maybe connected itself differently in you or affirmed itself in you in the running of it. Yeah. Shall that so. And if you would say your name to let us know who you are.
Hi, I'm Shelda, and we ran it through several times, and I came in very skeptical up until yesterday. Very skeptical, but also trusting the teachers. And so what was really interesting is by the end, I was no longer relying on the teachers, and today's performance or offering, which is really what it felt like, an offering, I lifted up different people than I did ever before. Different people lifted me up. I leaned on different people, and that felt like we formed our own community and we weren't dependent on the teachers anymore to know what to do.
Thank you. Nice. Nice. Wiping sweat. Yes.
Kind of building off of Shelda, I'm Jenny, by the way. I feel like in this run that you just saw, like everything was very real in the sense that like people were falling down, and so then like naturally our attention went to them and we were paying attention, like, oh, let me pick you up, you've fallen, or like, oh, let me hold you, oh, I don't want to bump into you, let me put my hand behind your back to make sure I'm here. And that's something that we worked on during our 2 weeks here, but it's also just like taking care of each other and paying attention to what we need from each other.
Nice. Thanks, Jenny. We have someone here.
Thank you guys so much for sharing that and for putting it all together. And the use of the Zoom was so inventive. I've never seen anything like that before. And it was like there's a more like heart-based way to say this, but it really worked. Like in an artistic way. So but a movement, I feel like a lot of the movements were hard to retain in memory because they're very subtle and complex. So I had a lot of feelings, but the one I can remember at this point was the kind of like second position, like, sorry to use a ballet term.
A wide
like
mandala.
Yeah, the stomp, like the kind of slamming yourself into the ground in that position. And I was kind of reminded of like, it like the sound felt like popcorn, and like it's like each kernel pops, but it's also like a collective activity. And it reminded me of like a kind of yearning that I've had lately to be able to have space for like deep emotions to just release in community, and feeling like we all have our own things going on, but wanting to feel like we can express together and just like witness each other feeling feelings and expressing ourselves. It just felt reminded me of that. I really liked everyone doing that and connecting with the earth together, but in their own way.
Thank you. Yeah. I also want to offer, in case there are any questions or thoughts, reflections coming in from the live stream, Alexi, just flag me and we'll read them out. And also Zoom folks.
So Andrea Hins in the live stream chat says that she agrees, especially from watching online, the use of Zoom was seamless and beautifully innovative.
Nice job, Zoom. Nice job, Zoom. Thanks, Zoom. Yeah. And then Mita and Sade, yes, just, wave your hand or something and we'll know that you have something to offer. Yeah, other reflections, other feelings. Thank you for bringing in emotion.
This may be just a more kind of simple observation, but I haven't experienced a performance in a space like this before. And so kind of feeling the kind of energy of the performers through the floor was just really powerful for me, and just really kind of heightened the emotion and everything of the performance. So I was really enjoying that and noticing that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. The mayor of the Chandram Institute, Maestro Douglas Ewart.
Hey, hello everyone. This is such a beautiful gathering. I think for me, the most important aspect is the continuum. Not just this wonderful group of people that we're looking at, but what it has meant to see summer after summer, and the growth of some of the dancers that I've witnessed in their development or transformation, and to the teachers and the people that are here doing the work and the example of it. I think the most important aspect of a culture, besides doing it, is passing it on, because actually that's how the teachers learn. And when you're a teacher, you learn from your students, and you should be it should be a real exchange, and you should be challenging your teachers too, and which you are doing. And so for me, that's so wonderful. And then for the people sitting here that have come out to this event to be supportive, we're building community is what we're doing. And this will be an important thing that one day you'll say, you remember when we were doing this that summer? And it's so important. The things that you're experiencing now, you will reflect on it and see that it's a fiber or a column in your structure in terms of your life. I look back at some of my teachers and some of the ones that were kind of tough, and I didn't like it. And but now I love them because they made me stronger, and they made me say whatever my name was. I was like, I'm gonna show you. So I think all of those things are important in terms of having a strong culture. Thank you.
Nice. Speaking of teachers, this is Parisha Rajbandari. Yes, Ananya Dance Theater artist, and also recent Masters of Fine Arts recipients. Yes. And then another instructor is Alexandra Edie. Oh my goodness. And another, of course, thank you, Ananya Chatterjee, Dr. Ananya Chatterjee. Oh my gosh, look at that.
And then our powerful leading artist, Gail
Okay, and then
I want to say that Keloha Ferreira is this year's McKnight Dance Fellow. Yay!
yes, and then one more round of applause for Tarek and Joe. So much love. It's so sweet. I look forward to reading, and I know that we'll cherish this. And I actually wonder if Lexi, Parisha, Joe, or Tarek too, if there are any thoughts based off of that reflection that you have about what this year was like for you, for us. What we learned. You know, they're both Aries, which is really funny. You wouldn't expect it.
Prisha and I.
Yes.
No, Prisha's a Pisces.
No, I mean, she's a Firies.
Oh, okay,
She's a Firies.
Every year there is so much, like you said, to learn and to absorb from this new group and this new community. And you all, watching you all move together and start to build relationships and connections from the unknown is really beautiful. And it's constantly informing how I'm teaching or leading a space. And yeah, just so much gratitude and thankfulness for you all for trusting us and also taking the lead at times too, so that we can also follow your lead and your creative expression. Yeah, that's one thing I'll contribute. Parisha.
Nice, thanks, Lex.
Parisha.
Thank you. I mean, it's been just while watching Kaya lead and also learning, just so much of learning from there, and I just truly appreciate it. Of course, always being in this experience with Alexandra Edie, Alex, Lexi, teaching. It's always this just finding new things to approach and how to navigate what we're trying to say, but also what we're trying to collaborate. Has been beautiful. And just the way you all showed up and, like somebody said, care, just taking care of each other was very inspiring to me too. And our wonderful sound artists, it's just, we threw so much at you.
Yeah, we throw a lot.
Yeah.
We throw a lot into the air. I think, and truly, I guess resonating off of that, what I really felt this year and what I really learned from was that insistence on care. There was an insistence from the whole energy of the collective to listen and to take care. And it really did, like we would come in with a thought and a plan, and then based on that energy, that tonality, like we had to fall in with you. We had to surrender a little bit with you to the pace of learning and the pace of receiving and the pace of listening that was in the room. And so thank you. Thank you all for this. That's what I really learned this year, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You're all beautiful.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Y'all are the best. Okay, are there any other reflections from this side of the room to offer? Yeah.
This is my first time doing dance that's not like out with a DJ, I don't know, in a formal setting where you have like choreography and stuff. And I did not know that a lot of it was to no music. You know, it was the first time, like when they're counting the 1 and the 2, it was to music now, but when we were practicing, and that was so at first out of body for me. Like am I the only one? And even we asked, and there was almost this like internal beat, but I would laugh because I'd just play music in my head, which usually ended up being jit or like, you know, Detroit tech music that was not necessarily where we were. And I feel like existing in between those two worlds, like dancing every day and then coming here where you had to kind of learn differently, it really changed my relationship with music. Right? And I loved how this process was because we all weighed in on, you know, like kind of what we also needed. Like, Tarek, thank you for the drums. But yeah, I'm very grateful for this too because right now we're at a like genocidal moment in time, and that wasn't far from me while I was here. And it's hard to do anything outside of the struggle right now. So when I first walked through the door, there was a bit of guilt, like, okay, this is for me. I should be out organizing. You know, right now the police in Detroit are on another one, and I felt a lot of guilt, but I also saw how, with that care that was here, and I felt held, but it wasn't this, it was very much a way to embody so much of what we're talking about and trying to fight for and like create it in this space. I really appreciate that because some of the theatrical things were new to me. Like I would just kind of break dance in slow motion when we were on the ground. But how people made eye contact was these things to hold on to. And it's something so small, but I feel like over sentimental now with everybody here just because of, you know, we didn't talk so much, but we moved and we looked in each other's eyes, and there was that sight. But okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how to put a period.
Very nice, thank you, Natalie. Oh, was that a finger, Jennifer? No, okay, sorry, no, sorry, my bad. All right. Well, can we end today with another round of applause for the incredible effort and presence and labor and love and care? Nice. And please mingle, please talk with your people, and there will be some light. There's some drinks and oranges and some chocolate out there as well. Thank you.
I need to get a group photo too.
Uh-oh, we
Dhei, dhei, ta, dhagin, ta, thariki, ta, jam. Dhei, dhei, ta, dhagin, ta, thariki, ta, jam. Dhan, dhan, ta, tum ta tin ta te, tum ta tin ta te, ta, re, pa, jinam ta, ka jinam ta te. Dhage te, ta, kita drim ta, tari jam ta. Dhage te, ta, kita drim ta, tari jam ta. Re, ke, ta, jinam ta. Tak jiram tatte dhage te ta kita drim ta Tari jam ta. Kartkadhei.